Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
And Dak going to start out going to the air. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw is Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd and short. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Cowboys at 6-3 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Prescott now on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
On play action, here's Tua. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Barkley diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Christmas score, Giants 7, Cowboys 0.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
On second down, it's Pollard. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. Prescott now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there, and what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Pollard running left. And the running lane Giants non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hey, kill! 47!
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And he goes out right around the 39. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ellis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They run straight and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. On and Looks like one of the DBs has it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Third and short yardage, Prescott. That is caught, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pollard gets it off the option.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Clark, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the fort.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
He finds his man complete. That's Ellis. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Pollard will take it up the gut. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Prescott to throw it. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3.
They didn't try and reinvent the wheel there on 4th down. Pretty simple play call, pretty effective.
Pretty much a big boy play. Going to a big guy on that route in order to pick up the first down. I think they're just thinking to themselves, who's going to be able to stop him at that size in this situation?
They couldn't stop him there, picking up the first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Dexter Lawrence collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And just shutting him off there. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Meanwhile, to his throw, complete here to Waller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Another try for Barkley. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants are able to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Giants 21, Cowboys 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Given 2 on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So here's Greg Zerline now as he'll try for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zerline's kick is up and through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Off to the races. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Saquon Barkley running right. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New York.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. That's out quickly to Hyatt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Number 84, Jalen Hyatt. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cowboys 13.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's good. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. To throw is Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Prescott. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
All right.
The 2 is going to change things up. On second down, here's Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. From midfield, here's Tua. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.